It's a swinging bunt up the line. That's a foul ball. And eesh, not the kind of swing you're looking for. 3-1 as it runs to a full count now. 3-2.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do it.
Oh, hold on. What a stop. One there. Not in time. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Career line against Shelby Miller. He's got 5 base hits in 19 tries. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away.
Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. Not surprised. That was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance.
1-1 home now to Crawford. Now the big overhand curveball makes him swing and miss.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch. Clearly looking for a fastball.
And this is fouled at the plate. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Drury fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and the Giants will be turned away here as that. Coming to the plate now, A.J. Pollard. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, number 11, center fielder, A.J.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. Harold, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come in off to a bit of a slow start with just 1 win in their first 3 tries.
Yeah, man, it's been real interesting. They lost, then they won, then they lost. What do you think's going to happen today? Yeah, they're going to win. That way they split the series. At least that's what they're hoping they're going to do.
Peralta.
In the dirt here. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and just 1 pitch after giving up the base knock, he uncorks a wild one and allows him to go to second. That's like giving a guy a double that he didn't even earn. That'll drive you crazy when you're on the mound.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Line softly to the right side. Foul. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. Lays off the splitter that time, and it's full 3-2. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And full count. Here it comes. Again, he sends it out of play. Line towards center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
Batting third.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. His past meetings with Samardzija. 3 base hits in 21 at-bats. He's also gone down on strikes 9 times. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there. You're down 0-2. You're in protect mode. You want to chase that ball. Nice layup.
On to first, and there were 2 down. Jake Lamb standing in now. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Lays off 2-2 now.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get work.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And so striding in, Jay Hahn. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. The pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. Miller readies the 2-0. Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And he pops it up back behind second base. Drury is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting seventh, the right fielder.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. Career line against Shelby Miller. 3 base hits in 17 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Jeff Samardzija.
Coming to the plate now, Jeff Samardzija. He'll get to take his first cuts here. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Curveball that time, not even close.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Drury into shallow center. He makes the play, and that'll end. Brandon Drury will bat next. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. And this is pulled hard but foul. But they brought their gloves for that one out there. And that's on the outside corner. 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that one stayed too low apparently. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Pence. Still ranging back. Gone to lead off the inning.
Everybody has heard of a hitter punishing a curve or a slider that just hangs. Well, this was a cutter. It just hangs right there out over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it. Can't leave a pitch like that to a professional hitter. Well, you can, but that's what you get.
Well, Matty jumped on that first pitch after the home run. It's a line drive for a base hit. I was always a little reluctant to get in the box after he gave a home run, thinking he might dust me right here.
Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that right there is perfect for taking the ball inside and shooting it the other way. You hear that terminology, hands inside the ball. The only way you're going to do that is you pull your hands in hard and stay inside the baseball. Nice piece of hitting.
Ketel Marte is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. From the belt, the pitch, and now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. So digging in now, Shelby Miller. He could really open this lead up early if he can deliver here with the bases loaded. In there for strike one. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike two.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. From the stretch. Hit on the ground out to short. And this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Now batting, right fielder
David Peralta will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will get foul for strike two. Bases are loaded with only one out. Swing and a liner. But gloved by the third baseman for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Paul Goldschmidt. 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Samardzija sets. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a liner. And he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. 1 run scores. 2 runs are in. Now the relay home. And he's safe.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
Stepping in now, Jake Lamb, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Lifted into center field. Span is there, and he puts it away to stop the... So coming to the plate, Connor Gillespie. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Pollock. 1 away.
Center fielder number 2.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Hit hard towards the hole. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Well, he hung that one, and he didn't miss it. That's what you do. Hang it and bang it.
Second baseman, Joe Panik.
Into the box now, Joe Panik. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Here's a look over to first. Don't want to forget about him. Runners on. first with one down. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and that evens the count at 1-1. Now Miller on 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Another one sent foul. Runner at first here, one man out. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Seems like he's thrown everything at him, the kitchen sink, and he just fouled him off. So he tried to throw something right there and make him chase, and he didn't. So I don't know where he goes from here.
A bullet to first base, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
The first baseman.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and standing in now the left-handed hitting first baseman Brandon Belt. First delivery to him on the way, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. 2 out with the man at first. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball and out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run home run for the guy they call the baby giraffe, Brandon Belt. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's now a 5-2 game.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
The catcher, number 28, Buster.
Into the
Posey.
box, Buster Posey. And this will be fouled away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I think, Matt, that was a result of the fastball the pitch before. He's throwing so hard, you got to honor that fastball in that situation.
And this is fouled back and out of play. 2 out, nobody on. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. The 0-2 home. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. The next 0-2. Swing and a liner, but foul.
That's the 6th ball he's fouled off in a row. You just keep fighting until he gives you something to hit.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Bye-bye, baby. The Giants strike. Brandon Drury will bat next. He matches up with Jeff Samardzija to get the inning underway. Crawford's got it. And on one pitch, he's retired.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Jeremy Hazelbaker. He reached on a single in his first try. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. And that'll bring up Oscar Hernandez. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. 1-1. Here it comes. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Ripped down the first baseline, and this is going to be a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Hit on the ground to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Into the windup and the pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Right over the middle, knee high. Now Miller on 1-1. And there's ball 2 now. And here's a pitch taken by Crawford for a ball. 3-1.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Giants right now are looking for base runners. They'd love to start this inning with the leadoff walk.
Now Crawford swings and pulls this one on the ground to second. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The left fielder, number 1.
Ready for another chance? Jay Hahn. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Little dribbler down the line. That rolls foul for strike 1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. To short, hit hard, scooped up on the backhand, and the throw gets him at first on as fine a play in the hole as you're ever likely to see. 2 away now.
Hunter Pence.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game, and he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Up with it, Hernandez, and the throw to first ends the inning. Striding in once again, Ketel Marte. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in his Span. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 26.
Digging in for his second at bat, Shelby Miller. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he gets ahead 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
Center fielder, number 11.
Digging in and looking for more, A.J. Pollock. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Hit down the line at first. But this is foul for the first strike.
Well, Matt, if I use the cliche, it's not how you start, how you finish, it would apply right now.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Pence going back. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks down in order, and it remains 5-2. Ready now, Jeff Samardzija. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth.
Pitcher, Jeff
Here's the first
Samardzija.
pitch to him. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Pitch on the way. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
And this is fouled back and out of play.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
And here's a ball hit in the air. In there, a base hit. So a good start to the inning for the Giants. Leadoff hitters aboard.
You always hear about position players grinding out at bats. That's the pitcher grinding one out. That's a special at bat when he can do that to the opposing pitcher and wear him down.
Here's Connor Gillespie. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Down the first baseline. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Matt, I thought they were working around him right here, and he went out and swung at a ball that wasn't even in the zone. So now he's letting his pride get in the way. If they're going to walk you, let them walk you.
Hit softly on the ground to first. Goldschmidt takes it in.
Now batting.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. The runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Peralta's under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Ready to take his hacks again, Brandon Belt, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. And this is popped up back behind second. Drury takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. Here's Buster Posey now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
Boy, he's struggling here in the 5th inning. You know what? You got to finish that 5th inning to get that win in the win column. He's got 2 outs. So it's a big battle right here for him to get that next out.
Hit softly on the ground to third. Scooped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on.
Leading out for the Diamondbacks. Right
David
fielder.
Peralta stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
I think this is an important inning for him. He just had a couple runs given to him, and now it's his job to show the guys I appreciate it by shutting them down.
Outside, 3-0 now. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Here it is on 3-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Matt, I thought he might be in jeopardy of walking the guy here for the first time in this game. Went down 3-0, but he's come all the way back 3-2 now, and I think he'll just make the guy put it in play or put one on the corner. He's going that good.
And this will be handled by Pence for the first out.
First baseman, number 44.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but you know what? He looked at the first 2 pitches, but they're different pitches, both down. Good pitchers' pitches. Sometimes you got to tip your cap.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Paul Goldschmidt becomes out number 2 this inning.
Wow.
Chopper foul. And that misses 1-1. 5 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. He takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
That gets down, and the inning continues. So the 2-out hit here keeps the inning alive for Brandon Drury.
I think that base hit surprised him more than anything. He's gotten so used to setting guys down at 9 in a row at that point that he just assumed he'd get him too.
Brandon Drury is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
1-2, here it comes. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Drilled on the ground to short. There is Crawford. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ruby De La Rosa takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 12.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brandon Crawford. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. Lamb ranging into the outfield, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next for the Giants. Now
the Diamondbacks get a left-hander up and working in the bullpen. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Jay Hahn is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. Digging in once again, Hunter Pence. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Two and 0 now. Squared that one up just a little late. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Digging in to try it again, Jeremy Hazelbaker. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Hazelbaker.
Swings through it for strike number 2. And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. And another foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. And he misses there. 1-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Misses. Ball 2.
Well, you got to like how this inning's starting off. He starts the inning with a pretty high pitch count, and your first guy to the plate makes him work. This is playing right into your hand right now on the offensive side.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Into the windup and the pitch. Oscar Hernandez is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Well hit. Deep down the right field line.
But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
That is the 4th foul ball of this AB right here. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
And 2-2. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Now a swing and a fly ball. And no shot for Pence. This is going to land foul. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Ready for another chance? Ketel Marte. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up. Eduardo Nunez will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Eduardo Nunez.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Peralta's under it. 1 down.
Now batting.
Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Line drive to left. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
Denard Span is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Chop foul right by home plate, and it's a ball and a strike.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I tell you what, he had to honor the fastball. The fastball, the pitch before, and back with the changeup. That's a great combination.
Grounded to the right, and that is through into right field for a single.
Matt, that's his 3rd hit of the night, his 3rd single. I'm sure he'd like to have a double or something mixed in, but for now, he'll take the 3 for 4.
Joe Panic.
Here's Joe Panic.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. His past numbers against Ruby De La Rosa. Just a 3 for 13 batting line. He's taken him deep once. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball three. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Drilled to first. Fielded by Goldschmidt, and the two-out threat will not come to pass. Yasmani Tomas is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the seventh. Corey Guerin is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. And this is off the corner and low, ball one. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Here it comes, 2-0. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. Set to deal on 2-2. And that's going to be a base hit. So it's a pinch hit single here to kick off the home half of the seventh.
It sounds so cliche-ish. He stayed inside the baseball, but that's a ball in on him, and he just shot it the other way for the base hit.
A.J. Pollock stands in as he looks at a called strike.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike one becomes so important to get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, going to the pen, this is not what they wanted. He comes up, he gives up one hit, now another back-to-back base hits. I'm curious what's going through the mind of the manager right now as he's looking at his bullpen.
Now pitching for the Giants.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Standing in now, David Peralta, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
He's in a tough spot right now, 0-2. This is one of those at-bats. You look back and you go, I got to get the man over. But now 0-2, you just got to try to make contact now.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. David Peralta is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the seventh inning. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball two now.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Runners are at first and second with one away. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Third baseman.
Riding in once again, Jake Lamb. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Gone! It's a grand slam.
Well, that was quick. He didn't waste any time. Bases are loaded, swings at the first pitch, and boom! Grand slam on the first pitch. That's being aggressive and having it.
George Cantos takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Back up the middle. Crawford's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting.
Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that look.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will. J.J. Hoover has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 60.
Here's Buster Posey now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
That's a great check swing. That's tough to hold up on that pitch. It looks like a fastball, and the slider just breaks away from you. He's held up, though. Strong hands.
Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there. Drilled right back up the middle. And Buster's going to make his way aboard. He's got a base hit. So their half of the 8th opens with a man aboard.
Now that's a swing you want to put in your memory bank. He's got to a slow start here in April, but that's something to build on. And if he can continue to move forward, we'll see him get the average up soon.
In the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. A runner at second, nobody out. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Lifetime versus this arm. 1 for 4. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. Ready with the 1-2. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
Pretty sure there wasn't any ill will behind that pitch considering he has 2 strikes on him. Just got away from him from what I could tell.
And this is swung on and missed as Crawford is set down on strikes. 1 away. Ready for another shot now. Jay Hahn. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Off speed pitch here, but it dips below the knees, evening us at 1-1. 1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2.
Beautiful changeup. Got him out front with that swing right there. That's what a changeup will do. Just keep you off balance.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. Two 2-0 count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss at a changeup that has him all kinds of goofed up at the plate.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Just a bit low. Ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Giants leave 1. They trail it here 9-4.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks.
Digging in now, Oscar Hernandez. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
1 strike. Neil Ramirez.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He went down on strikes last time up. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, he knows it. But this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
In there on the inside corner. Don't know that he liked it, but it's a full count now. 3-2. Grounded to short. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Gregor Blanco will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he just misses with a curveball. 1-0 pitch on the way. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Low and inside with the breaking ball, as that causes him to back up a bit. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Nothing. Andrew Chafin comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Nick Hundley is going to pinch hit here to lead off the 9th, and with his club already well down, he'll just need to try and get on base here. Here we go with inning number 9. As the first pitch misses for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Heavy sinker just stayed inside. The 2-0 on the way. This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the 9th.
So we always say you fall behind the count. In this case, 2-0, you're going to get hurt. He was forced to give him a fastball, and sure enough, the hitter didn't miss it.
Here's the first pitch to him. Connor Gillespie stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Justin Ruggiano will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Justin Ruggiano.
A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. The second for 1 on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. On to first, and that's your ball game. And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. Shelby Miller earns his first win of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
Leading off the afternoon for San Francisco.
Well, Matt, the first thing I look around an afternoon game is to see what kind of shadows might you have to deal with. That's the challenge of the afternoon game, and it looks like they may creep into this ballpark. So we'll wait and see as this game progresses how the shadows are going to affect it.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Two tough pitches. Looking at both of them, they're both the same pitch, it looks like, in the same location. He just wasn't ready for it. You got to be ready for anything now.
Here's another 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Here it comes. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2.
That's a good pitch right there, right on the corner with the fastball. Good job to foul it away with 2 strikes, though.
And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fouled straight back. The 2-2 one more time. Line to the right side. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Well, you got to get him early. You know, we always say that about these ace pitchers. You get them early before they settle in, and he sure enough did. Leadoff hit to start this game.
Here's Joe Panik. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. And that misses for ball 1.
That's that controversial pitch right there. It's in the zone, should be called a strike by the book, but it's not a strike in baseball, not in the big leagues anyway.
The 1-0 delivery. Skied into straightaway right. Renfroe moves over. 1 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Batting third.
Stepping into the box, Brandon Belt. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. From the belt, the pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
He might have been setting him up with that high fastball to change his eye level. Now he's got him set up. Maybe he'll go down the zone.
Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. And the changeup is way low that time.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
And he'll lay off here as Weaver runs it full now. It's 3-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. So digging in now, Buster Posey. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Here comes the 0-1. Pitch out. Nothing doing. A runner on first with 2 away. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
And that fastball away there almost works like another pitch out. I think they're definitely worried about him over there.
And the runner back in standing. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
I like how he's mixing up the fastball and the changeup right there. That's how we got the 2-2 count. I think he comes back with a changeup here.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him. That digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
center fielder.
Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball one. Harold Reynolds, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come out of the gate slowly. Just one of their first 4 have been wins.
Yeah, Matt, it's been a little bit of a struggle. 1-3 on the road trip. You never want to be in that position, but you try to pick up as many wins as you possibly can. That's why this game today is important. Oh, that was a pretty good pitch right there. A little bit late. That's why he wasn't able to catch it right there in his wheelhouse.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Travis Jankowski sent packing to start out the bottom of the first. Corey Spangenberg comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away. Here's Will Myers. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Ground ball left side. Crawford fields it cleanly, and he'll turn and fire a desperation throw to first. And from deep in the hole, he got him. What a play, and that ends the inning. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Crawford.
Swung on and missed for the first strike.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch. Clearly looking for a fastball.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back-to-back-to-back. It's not a good idea to show a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Swing and a little blooper to center. In comes Jankowski. He can't get there as it falls in.
Wow, that was a crazy at bat. He swung at every pitch out of the zone. Finally got a pitch in the zone and drilled it for a hit. Sometimes it's better to swing than to take.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And they start him with a changeup, but this is chopped foul at home plate. The 0-1 pitch. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a flare out toward right center. Renfroe moving forward. He's got it 1 away. Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Now this is chopped fouled at home plate. It's 0-1. And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
You know, I think that off-speed pitch fooled him a little bit, but not enough. He was able to hold back.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now another 2-2. And Pence swings and misses there for strike 3, and he's out number 2. Here's Connor Gillespie. Past meetings with Jared Weaver. He's gone 2 for 5. He's taken him deep once. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Dickerson on his horse. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Crawford rounds the corner and is headed home. And the run will score as the Giants stake themselves to an early 1-0 lead. Stepping into the box, Matt Cain. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. This one's down to third. Solarte's got it, and he'll just slap the tag on the runner between second and third to end the inning. Giants get a run on the RBI double. Onto the striding into the box. Yonhervis Solarte comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. The windup and the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but you know what? He looked at the first 2 pitches.
And this is off the second base bag. And that finds its way through for a base hit. With that, the inning opens with the Padres getting their leadoff man on base. Stepping up to the plate, Hunter Renfroe. He comes into this one having sputtered out of the gate this season. The average is under the 200 mark at this point.
You know what? That ball's right down the middle. I think he was taking first pitch, just really trying to measure it.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Now a ball lined towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. Solarte rounds third and is digging for the plate. The tying run is in to score from second.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Here's Eric Ibar now. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. A 1-0 delivery. Favorable call in there for a strike. 1 out and a runner on second base. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded by Panic. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Settling in now, Christian Bethancourt. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. Liner toward right center, and a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Well, nice job right there. He comes through with the RBI base hit, and now his side has the lead.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Nunez moves over, and that retires the side. A good look there at the picturesque La Jolla Cove just north of San Diego. Welcome back to Petco Park, home of the Padres.
Number 2, Denard Span.
And that's off his leg on the mound. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joe Panic. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Belt.
And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike one.
Well, that's not a good pitch for him to hit. Look, this fella's got so much power, but you got to bring the pitch into the zone. Chasing that one there, right there, I'd go back and throw it to him again. He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will retire the side. So a good inning there for Jerry. Digging in to try it again, Travis Jankowski. He'll lead things off against Matt Cain.
Center fielder.
And this is low, ball one.
Jankowski.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. Looks at a changeup right over the middle. Liner towards second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the leadoff hitter reaches with good speed. The two-hole hitter can handle the bat. We'll see if they have a play on here with nobody out.
Baseman, Corey.
Over to first is Cain, and he'll dive back in safely. First offering on its way. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. A runner at first with no outs here. He's running towards second. Pitch inside, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. A changeup right on the outside corner for a strike. Working for the punch out and the offering. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The 2-2 one more time. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Pence. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run.
This is just one of those parks where the ball seems to jump off the bat a lot more during the day. This is the first one of the day, but we might see a few more before this one's over.
Stepping in now, Will Myers. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two. Cain ready, the 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Yonhervis Solarte. He singled his last time up. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, he got a high strike on a fastball right there. That's pretty unusual. Usually early in the count, you're going to see a guy work down in the zone. That high fastball, usually the put-away pitch with 2 strikes. He pitched him backwards right here.
Now batting. Right fielder. Hunter
Into the windup
Renfroe.
And the pitch. Hunter Renfroe is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Now that was a good pitch to lay off. When it starts on the outside half of the plate, that slider right there, you know it's going to continue to run off the plate.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Ready for another chance. Buster Posey. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Number 28. Buster Posey.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Here's the pitch. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
We are now watching him put on a clinic. This is exactly the way he loves to hit. Very patient, and now he's got a 2-0 count looking for his pitch.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Well, that's a nice swing on a 2-0 fastball. That ball's right down the middle. You're lucky he kept it in the ballpark. Hit it hard, spread it up. When you find yourself down 2-0, doesn't mean you got to give in.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Brandon Crawford will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
Nope,
1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
Tell you what, I'm already taking inventory in the 4th inning here, Matt. His secondary pitch has really been effective. He's used it well. He's getting a lot of good results from it. I just wonder if they're going to make an adjustment as the game continues.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Well, this isn't how he wanted to start the inning. A leadoff single, and then you almost hit the next hitter. Composure. Got to try to get that ball over the plate and maybe get a ground ball.
And he'll lay off here as Weaver runs it full now. It's 3-2. From the belt. Kicks and deals. That misses. So a single and a walk. And it's 1st and 2nd with nobody out. Striding in once again, Eduardo Nunez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play. Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
That's a huge double play. You had a chance to have some runners in scoring position with less than 2 outs. Now all of a sudden you got to run at third base with 2 outs. This is where the hitters got to lock in and say, I'm picking us up anyway.
Hey, now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So striding forward now, Alex Dickerson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Back goes Span. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. Here's Eric Ibar now. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. This one for Crawford is short. He's got it. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Christian Bethancourt. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. In there, no balls and a strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. To third. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Jared Weaver. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. But the Padres add 1 thanks to the solo. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Connor Gillespie. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. In there, 0-1.
If you're able to locate your fastball like that, you're going to have a good game. I'm not surprised to look up and say he's having a good game right now because he's been spotting that fastball pretty good most of the game.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
We are watching him reach back and just challenge it with the fastball. Now we got a 1-2 count, and that's 3 fastballs in a row.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Dickerson arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down. Digging in now, Matt Cain. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And this is fouled at the plate. Popped up. Myers on the move, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Well, that's how the game's played sometimes, if you help yourself out. He's not throwing real well right now, so maybe this is going to earn him an opportunity to go back out there and stay longer in the game, maybe get it together on the mound as well.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span.
He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play.
Weaver rapidly approaching the 70-pitch mark. He's at 68 right now. Comes set and the 0-1.
Nope.
And a neck-high fastball that time.
That was a pretty good pitch on a pitch he doesn't throw very often, or I should say hasn't used in this game, that's for sure. That was a good pitch.
In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I tell you what, he had the honor of the fastball. The fastball, the pitch before, and back with the changeup. That's a great combination.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. He pulls this one into right. Now a dive by the right fielder, but it kicks off his glove. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, he hung that one and he didn't miss it. That's what you do. Hang it and bang it.
Baseman, Joe Panic.
Here's Joe Panic as he rips it on the ground to second. A bare hand for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more fun here on a Friday. Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. A hit in 2 tries so far. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Here he is, falling behind. Another hitter, 2-0 count. You continue to put him in hitters' counts, you're going to continue to get burned.
A quick out number 1.
The batter, number 15.
Digging in and looking for more, Corey Spangenberg. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Down the first baseline. Here it comes on 1-1. Back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Another hit, another multi-hit game. He has been on some kind of hot streak. They better start paying attention to him.
Will Myers.
Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. The 0-1 pitch. Here's a looping fly ball out to right, and that's going to fall for a base hit. Spangenberg is on his way home, and that'll score the run from second as they open it up now to 6-1. Digging in once again, Yonhervis Solarte. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A fastball right over the outside corner. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 6.
Snap throw from the catcher.
Renfroe.
6 runs, 8 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Swing and a liner. Foul.
Nice pitch right there. 2-strike changeup below the zone, and you got
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So they pick. Here's the first. Baseman Brandon Belt. He'll start things out now in the top half of the sixth.
Brandon Belt.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he lays off for ball one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Dickerson's under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 20.
Here's Buster Posey now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Renfroe. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 35.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. It was a walk in his last trip. Swing and a line drive. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the third out. And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball one.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
The batter, number 8, shortstop.
Digging in once again, Eric Ibar. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Now the pitch. Line to the right side. But there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Christian Bettencourt.
Christian Bethencourt is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he misses 2-1. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. And that one stayed up a little high.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row? Well, that's not how you write it up. You swing the pitch out of the zone, you usually pop it up or hit a ground ball. But this time, he got the base hit.
Into the box now, Jared Weaver, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. From the stretch. Grounded to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eduardo Nunez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
Chopped weakly to the left. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Right fielder.
Ready for another shot now. Hunter Pence, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Hold strike at the letters, 0-1.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1. Pitch on the way. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Boy, that was filthy right there. That was a great indicator of how well he's throwing the ball. He's going nice in the game, but that pitch was filthy.
Ball 2. Set to deal on 2-2. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He'll try it again, 3-2. Now a swing and a miss, maybe even a foul tip, but it's held onto behind the plate for out number 2. Here's Connor Gillespie. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Gillespie.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Pitch on the way. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Hit in the air out to left field. Dickerson waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Will Smith gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
I like the high fastball 0-2. Now I know he's sitting 1-2, but you showed him a great fastball. Now he's got to honor that, and you can set him up with anything.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Travis Jankowski is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Digging in to try it again, Will Myers. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Jarrett Parker is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
6, Jarrett Parker.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. And the pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Center fielder number 2.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. This one's flared toward left center.
In comes Dickerson.
Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next for the Giants.
Here's Joe Panik, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Panik.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Well, that base hit right there broke up a streak of 9 batters in a row. So maybe that just gets a little confidence to the offense, feeling like, okay, now it's our time to get to him.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here it comes, 1-0. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Spangenberg has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Derek Law will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Derek Law.
And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. Into the box, Hunter Renfroe.
Now batting, right fielder.
He'll take a look.
Ball 1.
Look at the pitch, too low. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No outs, nobody on. Big breaking ball and a beauty that time. 1-2.
That curveball just frozen. That's one of those big curveballs you're expecting to go start at you like this one did and break all the way down to the bottom of the plate. But this one didn't get that big breakaway, and it froze it.
Now batting, left fielder. Alex
First offering on its way. Alex Dickerson comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Eric Ibar now, and he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Well, that's a slider breaking in right there, and if it's not in on your hands, that's a dangerous pitch. He got lucky that ball didn't go further.
Standing in now, Christian Bethancourt, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
And there's the first strike. 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There is Crawford, and he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. Carlos Asuaje will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 20, Carlos.
A high fastball is in there.
Well, this is kind of the life of a pinch hitter. You maybe get one at bat a game, and it usually comes against a relief pitcher that's absolutely throwing bullets at you.
Nunez on the move. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And to score, the runner from second. Now 2 runs have scored. Oshwahe takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And he will score on the inside the park home run, and that was a gift right there. Stepping in now, Travis Jankowski. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Squared that one up just a little late.
Oh, that looked like a pretty good pitch to hit. It was a little bit late, so he might have been just fooled just a tad bit, just enough not to square it up.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will as it heads to the corner. A fair ball. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
That changeup for the second strike right there is a great sign. When you're struggling like he has.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Another good. Kevin Quackenbush enters from the pen to begin the frame with a sizable lead with which to work. Here's Buster Posey now. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that there's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Dickerson racing back. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away.
35, shortstop.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there. Pitch on the way. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1-1 home now to Crawford. Fastball down near the shoe tops. And the pitch on 2-1. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it.
And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, they say beggars can't be choosers. And when you're losing, you can't always choose how you get on base, but you've got to get on any way that you can. So he'll take that, even though it probably hurts a little bit.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. Jay Hahn will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with the runner at first and one gone in the inning. Grounded back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Well, that's another single, another hit. Now they are first and second. They just haven't come up with that big hit to drive a lot of runs in. They got to break things open pretty soon.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the 1-0. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The 2-1 on its way. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
That ball's inside and he shoots it back up the middle. There's so many hits up the middle. If your game plan's to go up the middle, good things can happen.
Here comes the first pitch. Up high in the air. Ibar is there for it. 2 gone.
The pitcher, number 64, Garrett Long.
Nick Hundley. We'll see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here.
Nick Hundley.
On the ground to the left side. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. 10-2, the final in this.